Okay, so I legit don't want to go on a whole fucking rant or a whole fucking tirade or what it fucking is. I'm just gonna go into the fucking reality of it. So it's like my whole fucking life, like nutshell, basically is I've always been body-wise. I've always been in pain. Like ever since I could remember, like I could just like remember like pins, needles, like stabbing, shooting pain, like fucking my shoulder would hurt, my leg would hurt, my arm would hurt, like my whole body would just be like constantly aching, you know. And then my mom would be like, oh, it's nothing, you're okay, you're good, you're okay, you're fine, you're fine, like, you know, that's what they would tell me. And I would just be like, all right, you know what, whatever, you're overthinking it, whatever, you know, it's all in your head. And then, you know, I got diagnosed with all these fucking depressions and multiple personalities and, you know, all this other shit. Like the multiple personality, I understand that because like that's voices, and it's not just like regular voices in your head where you're just like, no, it's not those kind of fucking voices in your head. It's more like, hey, yo, I got this different opinion, and then I'll be like, that's stupid. And it's like they all have their own little room, and when they want to talk, they like come out of their room, like. And that's like a little something that's like, all right, you know, that's cool. But the pain, the fatigue, the tiredness, like there would be days where me and my mom would like literally get into it and I just wouldn't even care. And I'd just lay in bed all fucking day because I just couldn't fucking move. And she'd take me to the doctor and like I'd be like, I'd be in pain, y'all. Like I'd be in so much fucking pain. So where this is all going to, like, every time I get my period, like, it'd be horrible. Like, I got IBS. I got, like, horrible ass nausea, like, extreme joint pain. My bones are always cracking. Like, all this shit's always happening. And I know everyone's gonna be like, well, what's that got to do with anything that you're saying? And, you know, my anger, like, I'm always in fight or flight mode. Like, I'm always in fight or flight. And, like, I used to think it's probably, like, from the trauma that I went through. Like, I'm always on guard. But it's, like, the nerve system is always on fucking point. And I'm constantly cold. Like, it don't matter how warm it is. Like, I will be cold and need a fucking sweater. So, everyone's like, okay, aren't you anemic? Like, that's not, now here's the thing. So, like, I'm telling you, like, there'd be days, like, my ex-boyfriend knows it. Like, he'd call me lazy. Because there'd just be days where I just don't want to get up. Like, I just won't get up for shit. And it's actually happened. It actually happened one time when I was in San Jose with him this past few months. And he didn't know it because it was just, like, lucky for me and unbeknown to him. Like, he told me, let's go to sleep. Let's go lay down all day. At the point where I was just so tired I couldn't even move, so it actually worked. So it actually worked out in my favor, and that was the only reason I said yes. So, you know, whatever, we laid down all day. We literally slept from like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning to like 6, 7 o'clock at night. That's how bad it was. And I didn't even move because it's like, that's how bad it is. The pain gets to me sometimes. And like, I got into the point where I'm just so tired of complaining about it that I will literally wake up in the morning crying. And, like, I used to think it's, like, oh, it's because, like, all this emotional stress. And it's, like, putting stress on me emotionally and, like, it's making me trip out physically. But it's, like, that's not really what it is. So, I have a probable diagnosis of fibromyalgia. And looking at all the symptoms, me and my mom have read all the symptoms. Me and my mom have done our own research as well. And we're like 100% sure that's what it is. Because my mom, like, it's like, okay, to my viewers who are parents, you know how, like, you notice, like, something about your child, like, one specific thing about your child, like when parents are just like, hey, you know what, looking back, that always made sense. So, like, you know that, like, that aha parenting moment when your kid's sick and then you finally figure out why your kid's sick? Okay, so my mom just had that aha moment a few days ago. And And she was watching TV and she saw it and she's like, hey, she's like, I think that's what you have. Yo creo que es, mija, yo creo que eso es lo que tú tienes. And I was like, what is it? And I was like, fibromyalgia. There's my dad. So, like, I looked up the symptoms. We've been reading them, and we're like, that, like, makes a lot of sense. Like, it really fucking does. So, like, yeah, I got fibromyalgia, and it's like, you ever, like, I don't know about people, like, when you're sick, when you're personally sick, and the doctors can't find what's wrong with you, and you know you've been sick for a long time, and, like, the doctors can't tell you what the fuck's wrong with you, and then you have that, they finally find out what's wrong with you, and you're like, thank you, da-da-da, like, you're so excited, and because you can finally start treatment. So that's what it is now, and it's like, I'm kind of laughing back on my whole life, because I'm like, dude, there have been legit days where I would skip school just to go fucking lay down in someone's fucking room all day because I just felt that shitty. There'd be fucking days where I would just fucking skip school and go fucking lay down at the fucking park with a blanket and a pillow because I felt that shitty. There'd be days where I just couldn't even fucking get up out of fucking bed because I just felt that fucking shitty. That me and my mom would argue and scream and yell at each other, and it would just be to the point where I don't care. I don't feel good. And I'm just sitting here laughing because I'm just like, fuck, bro. You're telling me if I just had my wheelchair back then, it would have been so much easier to fucking just get up and go throughout the day? Like, fuck. That's like all I'm laughing about right now. It's like, fuck. So you're telling me that I could have just had my wheelchair? And I'm like thinking back on all the times where like, fuck, you know, a wheelchair would have came in handy then. And I'm just sitting here like laughing and shit. So I think it's funny. I think, well, I don't know if it's like funny that I have fibromyalgia. And I'm not saying it is because it really does suck. But I'm just like laughing when I just finally find out what the fuck's wrong with me. And I'm just like, damn. That makes so much fucking sense. No wonder I just can't fucking do shit. Like, no wonder I can't fucking sit there and fucking stand all day or walk around. Like, it hurts. Like, it really does hurt. And, like, I remember back when I was younger, I would go for fucking walks. I would go for walks. I would walk for miles. Like, my mom would tell y'all. One time she picked me up at the McDonald's by the Chuck E. Cheese. I was like 15? 16? It was like 15, 16. I had fucking bright ass red fucking hair. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. So I had fucking bright ass fucking hair. And they called me Angel. And I was still going. No, I wasn't going back. What the fuck did I say? I don't even know. I fucking ran into some fucking random dude that day. And he's like, what's up? What's your name? I don't even remember what fucking name I gave him. I was fucking so fucking drunk. But it basically was, it's a vape. I think I told him my name was Samantha or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I was so drunk and I'm not from that side of town. So I think I just gave this nigga like some bullshit ass name. Yeah, I told him my name was fucking Samantha. That's what I fucking remember. My name was fucking Samantha that day. And that shit was fucking hilarious. I had some fucking bright ass red hair. Like, I'm talking about fire engine red. And that's when I used to fucking be pale. And I'm talking about fucking white girl pale. Like, white girl pale. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I used to fucking, oh my god. I wish I had a fucking picture. I think that's the reason why I probably didn't take no fucking pictures. But I had this fucking red hair. And I used to refuse to go into the sun, so I used to be pale as fuck. So, you know. my mom, so I look like a fucking white redhead. And so my mom and dad picked me up from that fucking Chuck E. Cheese because this nigga was a fucking weirdo, dude. Like, I swear to God, he was fucking twacking thing. He was a fucking weirdo. That's why I fucking gave him that weird. That's why I gave him that fake ass name. Like, he just straight like, yeah, like he fucking, yeah. Like, I literally walked into the fucking Chuck E. Cheese, and like, I guess he didn't want to walk into the Chuck E. Cheese because he was like, you know, he just gave off that like vibe. So whatever. And so he left. I saw him leave. Like, he straight dipped, and I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, I don't want to fucking be drinking a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. And so, like, I even told the lady when I walked into the Chuck E. Cheese, I was like, hey, yo, there's a fucking weirdo following me, bro. Can I please hide in here? And she's like, all right. Like, I don't want to be drunk in the Chuck E. Cheese, so I fucking went back to McDonald's. I called my mom and dad from the Chuck E. Cheese, though. I told them, hey, yo, pick me up at McDonald's. I'm over here by Cruiser in Meridian. I'm like, and they're like, where the fuck is that? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, it's by the Chuck E. Cheese on the south side. And they're like, what the fuck you doing over there? I was like, I walked. I don't even know why the fuck we walked over there. I fucking walked over there where there were two of my fucking homeboys. I don't know where the fuck they went. We were drunk. Fucking Henny. But yeah, that was, they got lost. I wanted to go home. It's fucking like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock. It's like 9 o'clock. I want to say it was like 9 o'clock. Or it could have been later because the Chuck E. Cheese was kind of closing down. I don't remember. I was drunk, y'all. This fucking over 11, almost 12 years ago. I'm not really going to remember it correctly. I remember it was because of my birthday. So yeah. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, walking. So they picked me up from there. They picked me up from the Great Mall one time, which was was that an interesting story at the mall? Nah, the Chuck E. Cheese picking me up for Chuck E. Cheese was like the most interesting fucking shit that happened. You know, they picked me up from Milpitas, picked me up from Eastridge, picked me up from Valley Fair, picked me up from Oak Ridge. Honestly, they picked me up from Roosevelt Park one time. That was fucking weird. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing at Roosevelt, honestly. Interesting story at Roosevelt? No. No. Chuck E. Cheese. Weirdo at Chuck E. Cheese had to be the fucking weirdest, the weirdest. My parents picked me up drunk from walking so much story. Like, that guy was so fucking weirdo. He was like, what's your name? And I was like, Samantha. I don't even know how the fuck was it, Samantha. I don't know. Before anyone says anything, this is CBD marijuana that I'm using to fucking cut back on the marijuana. Thank you. And I'm actually cutting down to 1 bowl a day. Yay. So, yeah. So, you know, that would help a lot with the fucking pain and knowing to me, like, I'd be able to chill after I walk for fucking miles. Like, I would walk. Like, I'd fucking... Okay, so after I fucking went with my fucking boys or cousins, I forgot who the fuck I was with. I was two of my homies for sure. To the fucking Chuck E. Cheese over there. Because, I don't know, supposedly Chuck E. Cheese is popping. Chuck E. Cheese is not popping. That area is not popping. That area sucks. So they picked me up from over there. They picked me up from fucking Milpitas. They picked me up from the Great Mall. That was interesting. Security had them pick me up. So that's like the only interesting thing I could say. Because I was trying to break into the movie theater. That's like it. No wild, elaborate backstory. No fucking dun 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 dun, dun bullshit. It's just straight to the... I was drunk and tried to break into the movie theater. Security called my parents. See? Chuck E. Cheese was way interestinger. More interesting. So yeah, that's it. That's really it. Yeah, that's like all I'm thinking. Like Roosevelt Park, like what really interestingly happened at Roosevelt. Nothing. I just didn't want to fucking walk home drunk from the fucking north side. So I had my mom and dad pick me up. That wasn't even fucking anticlimactic at all. That was just, hey, I don't want to go home. I don't want to walk. Pick me up. Had them pick me up from the Shark Tank a couple times. Nothing interesting happened there. Just, again, didn't want to walk. Too lazy. It was raining. There was no light rail back then. I can't remember if they had the light rail already or if they didn't. Because I remember I used to walk everywhere. Maybe take the bus. It used to be walking or busing it. I don't remember taking the light rail that much. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Walking with fibromyalgia is the shit. Not really. Your bones crack all the time. And like I was saying, like, fucking, I'm just sitting here laughing at my diagnosis because I'm like, damn. You don't know how many times a fucking wheelchair would have fucking came in handy, y'all. So yeah, I'm just gonna accept it and fucking move on with it. That is my daily dosage of fuckery. Ta-ta, my little sharkies, my baby sharks, my fucking little shark tank. Thank you for swimming in the shark tank today and have a blessed day.